if you've been considering Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, here's some things that stood out to me and why this may or may not be the perfect ship for your next vacation, hon. Right, now if you're new here, my name's Charlene. This is where I post a lot of my travel content and a lot of my comedy content, just to give my audience a little bit of a variety, hon. Now my voice has been going out all week, hon. I can't help that. If that gets on your nerves, just skip right on over this VCR tape, okay? Make sure you're following along if you're not already. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you being here, Shug. Let's get started. Now, this is my first time ever being on a Royal Caribbean ship, hon. If you've been following along, you know I was supposed to be on the Carnival Luminosa, but I did miss my flight, and I had to book with Royal Caribbean. They were going out the next day on the same itinerary, out of Seattle, headed to Alaska. Right, this is the Anthem of the Seas, hon. Now, I normally try to stay in a balcony cabin, but if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, I do recommend the interior cabins, especially if you're not going to be in your room a whole lot. But I can't speak on that much because I've never stayed in an interior cabin, but I will be staying in an interior cabin on my next cruise, hon. So be on the lookout for that video. The room has a real good setup. They got plenty of storage, drawers, closets, even little nooks you don't even expect, hon. So all your basics is pretty much covered, hon. Right, I think the tea maker is a real luxury touch. Now the bed can be set up as twins or a queen. There's a sofa that makes the space feel more like a living area. Right, excuse my voice, y'all. Now, these cabins are designed with plenty of storage space. I do find that Carnival's closets are a little bit bigger than Royal's, but all my stuff did fit here just fine, and I had no issues, hon. Now, we did check for bed bugs. That's something I do on every vacation. I really like the TV facing the bed. Carnival's TVs are typically pretty small and they don't face the bed from the ships that I've been on. Now, the bathroom is small, hon, but it's functional. It's got real good lighting, and the best part about it is the glass shower door. I love that because I don't really like my ass sticking to the shower curtain. Right, so really that felt more upscale to me. One thing that really stood out to me on the Anthem of the Seas is how beautiful the main floors are and how everything's nicely decorated. I really like that. It really gives you a modern, luxurious feel. And it really adds to the wow factor of the whole experience. Now this here's the casino. Carnival's casino wins for me, hands down. I'ma tell you why. I wasn't able to win any day that I put my hard-earned Dollar General money in that damn machines. Right, and I played quite a bit if I earned a free cruise offer. I even spent Mary Kay and Avon's book fare money. But like I said, we won't get into that, hon. Now, Anthem of the Seas does have a full-size casino on board. I like to go in there on sea days to pass the time. They do offer a smoking section and a non-smoking section. I found the better games to be in the non-smoking section, and on Carnival, it's the opposite, hon. Right, you can play Russian roulette in here, blackjack, craps, and poker, all the regular stuff, but I usually just stick to the daggum slot machines. Right, bar services are pretty quick. I didn't have no problems getting a drink in a timely manner. The one thing I did find odd, though, is some people would hog the damn machines. They would sit on one machine and play on every machine around them. Right, that's not leaving any of the other machines open for anybody else. Right, that's not really that fair. The staff didn't really see no issue with that because when I pointed it out, they just said it was fine. Royal does win on the shows department for me. Versus Carnival shows. Beyond the big productions, there's live music all over the ship, tribute bands, acoustic guitar players, piano bars, hell, even comedy shows. Right, obviously they could use Charlene at their comedy show, but we won't go there. The ship's overall appearance, Royal does win that for me, hands down. Everything looked very modern and luxurious. I honestly think people just look at the overall appearance of the ship and automatically assume that Royal is more luxury than Carnival, when in fact you have to look at the overall guest experience, amenities, activities, and customer service that you're given, and Carnival wins in that department for me. That's what's luxury to me. Now for my smokers, anybody that smokes, hon, They got a really nice smoking section on Anthem of the Seas. It's covered in case it rains or the weather's cold. They have multiple smoking sections throughout the ship, which on Carnival I find very limited. This is another smoking section, but if you notice, this is outdoor where the movie section is and your sail-away parties and stuff. Now this on Carnival would be your Lido deck. The smoking section is directly beside this area, so if you don't like that smoke hitting you, hun, you might want to find you somewhere else to sit because you do smell that cigarette smoke. Right. Now you have a lot of restaurants on Royal Caribbean that spread out throughout the ship. I don't really like that. On Carnival, all your restaurants and eating areas is pretty much in the same area or close by to each other, and that makes it pretty convenient. And on Royal, I felt like I was walking miles and miles and miles just to find the food, hun. So the setup is a little bit wonky. Now you do have your free options like the Windjammer, which is your buffet, your Cafe Promenade, which is your snacks. You got Sorrento's Pizza, which is free, and I honestly think that pizza's better than Carnival's. Right, you got your main dining room, which that's free too. Now I did find the dining options to be very limited on the Anthem of the Seas, hun. I ordered room service chicken noodle soup and crackers all week. Right, I was bound damn starving, hun. If you've ever ate microwave processed food from a bag or food from the food bank, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say the food tasted very processed and stuff. Now I'm sure Carnival's is like that too, but somehow they find a way to doctor it up and make it taste damn good. And I'm gonna need Royal to get on board and do the same thing, hun. Right. Now the burgers on Royal ain't as good as the ones on the Carnival cruise, Guys Burgers. But Royal does have a paid option at Johnny Rockets. It may be better, hun. I don't know. I didn't try it. But the burgers that Royal does have on their buffet, they're real thick, and I don't really like thick meat, so that really wasn't my cup of tea, hun. Right. Now, the scheduled activities on Royal are limited, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sure if it's like that on ever selling, but the activities that they do offer are upselling you a little bit, and it's highly geared towards the casino. Right, but in all honesty, my last couple sellings has been like that on Carnival too, so maybe it's just them cruise lines trying to make a little bit of money, hun. I don't know. With that being said, this ship itself is absolutely beautiful. Some of the crew is really friendly, and the entertainment in the theaters was definitely a highlight for me. So while this wasn't the perfect ship for me, I can see why others might really love this ship, hun. Now, I know there's a lot of information in this video, and please take everything I said with a grain of salt until you have tried it and experienced it for yourself. This is solely based off of my own experiences. Please do your own research and figure out what ship might be the perfect vacation for your family, hun. Overall, I give my experience on the Anthem of the Seas about a 6 out of 10. The food really wasn't a hit for me, hun. And it didn't really give me that I'm on vacation feeling that I was looking for and stuff. Right. In my opinion, if you drive up to the North Carolina mountains or the Tennessee mountains, you'll get the same experience as Alaska, hun. They both look real similar. Right. Book that cruise. Go try it for yourself. Live your life, hun. Because that's what I'm going to do. Right. Now, I appreciate y'all staying for this whole VCR tape if you did. My next cruise will be on the Carnival Glory. I'm going to be doing a back-to-back cruise just for the experience and everything. So make sure you're following along for my next adventure and everything. If you got something out of this video, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Share this with your friends, hun. I'm trying to get that YouTube silver plaque button. Right, that's my next goal. I'm Charlene, the Trailer Park Queen, hun. It was a pleasure. I'll see y'all on the next cruise, hun.